Hello everyone, this is Red Silvers. Welcome back to Let's Play Hyrule Warriors, and today is going to be more of the adventure mode with the Master Quest map. So looking around, of course, we've got Link weapons here, we've got the spinner, we've got something up here. But I think I'm going to work towards this weapon here, which is for Skull Kid. Just because Link's the highest level character, I don't need to get a bunch of weapons for him yet. So, go ahead and get things started here with the Sia stage. I'm gonna put Sia's hat on just to mix things up. It's been a bit since we've used Sia. And it looks like we have stamina fruit in the stage we've already found, but that's okay. We've got fairy clothing. Oddly enough, this unlocks a costume that's not for Sia. I wouldn't mind getting more Sia costumes, honestly. Just more costumes in general. They're not my top priority because I'm focusing on weapons as I go through adventure mode, but they're a nice little perk. Okay, we got a yellow army. We'll go recruit them in a moment. But I wanted to come and snatch up this fairy first. Looks like we've already got Gibdo going after that army too, though. So. But yeah, we're Sia. We can do our move that'll prevent us from getting stunned by the Gibdo. Just honestly broken as heck. I wish that more characters could do that because that is the biggest problem with the Gibdo. I don't even know what else that move, what else that powers up other than just disabling that stun, but that is enough to make it worth using to me. Which is good because they're all over the place here. Okay, well, we're taking out these captains fairly easily. I guess when you've got the ability to block the most obnoxious effect that the Gibdos have, it helps a lot. Who are they fighting down there that's giving them trouble? Probably... It's not Rudo, is it just a bunch of Gibdos, I guess? I just saw the red dot down there and thought, oh, well, maybe it's something dangerous, like a captain. Okay, we got summoners doing their thing. They can do their thing. We're already kind of in go mode here. Honestly, I think I'm gonna come up here and drop a fairy nuke. There's Gyptos galore. This is quite the Gypto stage. And we've already got enough for another fairy nuke. Now, I don't know why Sheik's in trouble, but I'm gonna try and just grab the keeps that I need. We're already well above the number of KOs that we need. Isn't it funny that some of the fairy nuke effect is affecting the way up here? Fairy food should be in the pot here. As well as this heart container. And then we also want to get the fairy clothing in the King's Hall. I do like all the little touches, like how this is the throne room for King Zora from Ocarina of Time. Like, they did put a lot of love into this, designs in these stages. Okay, grab the fairy clothing. Then we can go deal with Bruto over here. And of course, we've got a fairy nuke that we can use to weaken her defense, so we're going to use that. I've recently been rewatching some of the older videos because my friend Neil has been doing like a watch along, so he hosts watch parties for all kinds of stuff, and just happens to be including videos from this. So it's like older videos. It's like the Sia storyline, you know, so like 60 videos ago now. And it's weird because like at that point we don't have fairy food. We've just barely got our first fairy. It's so weird to think that we're that far along now. Alright, not only fairy clothes, we also got the costume, which I think this one is for Wizro. ZA rank. It's about time to spend some rupees, too. Let's see, you've still got some scales I can get rid of. You as well have stuff we can get rid of. So many of these level 1 items. We definitely can get rid of a bunch of boots. We've got so many boots for legal we don't need anymore. And another Wizro costume. Also, this has the raft item, so that'll help. We can unlock the area where level 4 is. Okay, so here's an interesting combination. Here's an all attacks are devastating map, but we don't have items, so we can't just use the bow to snipe. Which actually makes it a little more difficult. It also looks like it's a Sia map again. Sia is not required, but we were going to get the heart container, so we're going to take Sia anyway. So we kind of have to get up physical with them. And depending on the stage and layout, that could mean things like Deku Baba's in our way. Yeah, like see, there's Deku Baba we can't take care of. So this is going to be a little bit more of an actual fight where we have to be a little more aware of our surroundings so that we don't get sniped by one of them, like doing that sword move, for example. It does make things like getting the heart containers less important, but things like the magic pots and the Triforce fragments can be useful. But yeah, like look at this, the Deku Babas here. Literally, you have to dodge them. Because we have no way of dealing with them. So it's just interesting to me, like they introduced this concept back in the first adventure map, but it was really easy to bypass, and now, like, maybe it wasn't the intended method for you to use the items, but it was the easiest way to do it. Now here it's like, no, you have to engage with the content. You can't just cheese it. So it does make you like aware of things like, okay, these guys can shoot a ranged attack, be aware of it and dodge it. But really stuff like the Deku Babas being in your way are really the worst of it. See, he's getting all these heart pieces today. I'm gonna skip her victory post, because we've already seen it today. And they will get your weapons soon enough. Okay, since we have the raft, I'm going to go ahead and use it. There, just to make sure that that's unlocked later. And this was a dungeon stage in the original map, so... it makes sense that it is going to be a boss stage here. No healing, which is probably the easiest rule for us to deal with. And I was curious how many characters are going to let us play as. It looks like it's just the one. Do you have a better ocarina than that? Kinda. You've got the food one. Food and materials, I'll take it. This tutorial image cracks me up because it's like, here, you can unlock Ruto on adventure mode, except that Ruto is no longer locked on adventure mode, but it's a carryover picture from the Wii U version. Alright, so this is a Scatola map. We're gonna have morale shenanigans. For the most part, it just seems like that we're just gonna play this fairly vanilla map. Now, I thought I hit the button on this Sal statue just now, but apparently I didn't. So I guess it's a good thing I'm going back past it again. So far, I'm not anticipating anything obnoxious in this map, but I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, more obnoxious than having to fight Manhandle. I'm not gonna let you stun lock me if I can help it. Although that wasn't exactly aimed very well. I don't know if I think it's funny that the Redeads don't seem to react when you hit them with that or not. Okay, we're gonna have a Kuko running around doing shenanigans, but I'm not really too concerned about that. We do want to make sure we grab the heart container for Skull Kid as well. Which is not this chest, but I'll take it. I guess I'll grab this owl statue since it's right by the enemy base. I do see that captain over there, running away. So I'm planning to go intercept them next, which means ignoring the keep. They're all right here. Look at them go. Except not the captain that I was actually chasing. He's way out of there. He's bolting for it. Oh, it's Volga. Well, even with his morale, Volga doesn't seem like he's going to give us too much of a fight. Especially not if all of his buddies are going to group up like this, like easy pickings. That's my big move that I need to learn to throw out more often. Ah, Scotola, you're way on the other side of the map. Okay. What I'm gonna do really quick is run over here and grab that. And go chase down that Scotola. Be fine. Yeah, it's right here. Actually feels like it's been a little bit since we got Scotola from adventure mode instead of from the legend mode. We'll hit that 90 threshold soon, and then the real fun with weapons begins. It's probably the key. Yeah, we do have our last captain there, but I'm gonna go ahead and clear out the keep up here. Really just for rupees more than anything. Rupees and experience. I do have a ton of rupees. I've been doing my amiibos every day to help with that and with weapons. I don't even use the Zelda amiibos. I just do random ones. I actually use Animal Crossing cards. I just have like 5 spare Animal Crossing cards. That way I get random stuff, because, you know, I want the materials, I want the rupees. If you use Zelda characters, you just get the weapon, which may be better, may be worse. Okay. I'm gonna have to go save Lana, it looks like. But I do kind of want to go grab this keep first. This is where the heart container is. Oh, the Kuko's here too. I wasn't really here to fight the Kuko, but I'll take him down. I kind of wish that they gave you more of an incentive to defeat him. Okay, Lana's gonna run away. We need to grab this and go. Of course, it also means I can heal her now, so it's a double-edged sword. It's okay, that's why I grabbed this owl statue. And then we'll go fight Sia, who seems to really want this to be her video today. That's okay, honestly I kinda like it when you just come and there's a bunch of, like, the captain units that have been worn down and you can just come in and smack them all and get the drops. You know, I could start doing stuff with the background music instead of just playing the default stuff. I like this song a lot, for example, but it only plays, like, now when you unlock the door to Sia. When you're not doing legend mode. Look at that, that same owl statue is paid off again. Alright. I am in a fairy nuke so that we have the defense buff against manhandle him. I also don't really want to fight him on the bridge here, if I can get him a little further away without taking all the damage in the world. Or is the fairy effect making him not expose himself? He's acting weird. I may have made a grave error here. Maybe not. Other than that, he's still on the bridge. Yeah, this may not be a good skill to use against Manhandla, actually. But can we one-cycle him? Guess I can't really argue with results. Yeah, I think Skull Kid was another one that got his level 2 weapon later in the group, so kind of nice for him to get his level 3 kind of early on, too. I actually really like the design of his level 3 weapon, too. Like, I like his level 2 that's based on the moon, but you'll see here. Majora's Ocarina, and like, if they sold that, I'm sure someone would buy an Ocarina with that design on it. It just seems like such a great design. Apparently we actually needed the Redead Ashes too, so that's nice. And we got more of Wizrow's head there. That raft is already back. Okay. So I know we need the step ladder to get Xant's weapon over here. And that's kind of over in this area. So why don't we come and expose the red zone here. Look at the sprite of the little tiny imprisoned. That's just the same sprite as the normal sized one, but tiny. Oh, this is the fire. Is it this one? I don't know. Okay. I think we can do the imprisoned with Zelda's rapier. I don't even think that's going to do anything for us weapon-wise, but I'll use it. Our water fairy is kind of the one that's putting in all the work lately. Are we going left or right? We're going left. Okay, we already got the little imprisoned. Get rid of that Deku Baba. It would be nice if these little imprisoned would drop like a drop, but they're kind of stingy. Well, you dropped food, I guess. That wasn't quite what I was going for, but I guess you did technically drop a drop. I actually remember if the little tiny imprisoned show up in the Wii U version of the game. I know they were in the 3DS because they're in the Linkle mission, but I don't think that they were in the other, which would explain why they don't have their own sprite, too. I'm not sure. Okay, today's apparently Re-Dead Night Day. I'm a little late on that arrow. I was hoping that would do the trick, but he's still alive. Okay, Volga's down. Take back the special power. I already know what's going to be big imprisoned in the final. And honestly, this is one of those stages, if I don't get an A rank, it's not the worst thing, but... because eventually I'll come back for one, but... it'd be nice to knock it out on the first try. Can I get the toes? Most of the toes. Yeah, I was too slow when he started. He was out of his vulnerable phase. I get rid of the little ones really quick. Okay. Just focus on the big boys. Unfortunately, I don't have a fairy nuke, but I think we're okay damage-wise, all the same. And also, like, the little imprisoned have actually been really generous with weapon drops, of all things. Lightning. No. If I don't get an A rank, it's going to be on damage, but... I think we might be okay. No lightning. one toe. Come on, toe. I was kind of hoping I could squeeze in a special attack in there right before it broke, but I didn't. That's okay. But now I need to be worried about when he steps, I think. Get away from that door. Yeah, see, now he's got the big damage when he steps. And it hurts. Yeah, see, I stayed that hit. I guess I could try and take out the toes with this. Do that for a special meter. See if I can do toes. Okay. And I was also set to throw out another special if I needed to, but I think we're fine. Question is, did we take too much damage? And surprisingly, the answer is no, we did not take too much damage. But I think the next screen over is going to have our ladder card that we need for Zant. Plus, we put us kind of close to stuff like Tetra's card, or Tetra's weapon, rather. There's some decent weapon drops there. We're actually starting to get kind of a nice little group of weapons for Zelda there. And yeah, that exposes more of the map. That'll be an easy one we can do. You know what? Okay. It's a Ganondorf map. We can show off that Ganondorf skin that I've been wanting to show off forever, the one we got from the Great Sea map. Also, this is all attacks are devastating, but it's not no items, so it's actually going to be easier than the one that we just did. Not a bazaar. Change costume. So we already saw the Wind Waker robe before, but this is the one we got from the Great Sea. This is the Phantom Ganon pillared outfit. I think it looks pretty cool. Might even be thumbnail worthy. We'll do his swords because we have so many of his tridents because his trident stage is very easy. So yes, we can use items, we don't have to worry about stuff like Deku Baba's in the way. But yeah, I like this outfit. This is a fun one. So this is going to be like a high number of enemy units. That guy kind of snuck out right up on me. Why is it not letting me target that Deku Baba? There we go. I think sometimes it just wants to be screwy when you're trying to target stuff with the bow. Oh, that was a hit right there. You can actually, because of the damage threshold, you can take a hit and heal and be okay. But we're not going to do that. Okay. We got the Deku Baba, even though it didn't let me actually aim at it, I still hit it with recoil. I say, there's going to be guys sneaking up on me right when I come around this corner. Thank goodness you can do the Deku Babas. That's the most annoying thing in the stages where you can't. And they knew it. Like, they designed around it, too. Like, they knew what they were doing. I also love that when the ranged Goron units come in, they're just Gorons holding rocks. We're getting there. The 30s of these always feel a bit like a gauntlet, even though you're just kind of stomping through stuff. Like, the longer you go, the more you're, like, worried you're gonna screw up and take a hit from somebody. I was gonna get us a heart container for Ganondorf, but honestly, far more important that we get the latter card. I like this color scheme. I think it's a good one. I think this is probably going to end up being in the thumbnail just because it's such a distinctive color. Okay, so that also opens up some stuff to us. We got a Tetra weapon over here. We got Impa, Naginata. And of course over here, we can now do that, which I would just like to point out that this is not a screen that has docks on it. This screen is, and the one above it is. So, bothers me just a tiny little bit. I'm pretty sure we have to use the recorder on this one. No, we burn a tree. I'm just going to go ahead and expose these so that they're ready to go. So that we don't have that issue where I do the stage and get an A rank and don't actually get the item. Yeah, Naginata, Tetra's weapon. But I think just to finish this map out, we're going to do 800 enemies with Sheik. Not just Sheik, because... I think we'll do Sheik. Not with that fairy, though. We want the good fairy. And... you know what? Let's see this costume. Blue Wizrobe. Very fitting. We bring Wizrobe because I imagine there's going to be some boss shenanigans going on. I didn't change his fairy, but it's whatever. It's already done. I can't undo it. Yeah, see, we got Dark Impa already over here. Plus the BMOS. Let's get rid of that jerk. I said get rid of it! I'm sure you'd have her down by now. Okay. Get our water shield up. And yeah, there's boss coming at us already. And it's Manhandler, that's okay. That's why I brought Wizrobe. To deal with, the boss shenanigans. Especially when they're going to make it easy for me. It'd be easier if... dang it. It'd be easier if he'd actually get hit by the boomerang. move, Vizro. You're doing a lousy job of taking out these bosses super fast, Vizro. But to be fair, the manhandler's also like trying to make it easier for us too. He's trying to go down quick. Let's do this too. Meanwhile, NPC Sheik has lost my water shield that I want. There's another Beamos over here too. In a bit. Thank you. So it seems like when I switch it just takes away the water shield actually. Yeah, that'll work. Expose yourself so I can do a weak point smash. I'm pretty sure we're going to get another manhandler before we finish the stage, and we're going to go over the hour limit again, but... nudge thing above 300 here so we can get the other manhandler that I knew was coming. just gonna go ahead and use up all the special meter on this with this manhandler. I think is going to be just enough to do that. Come on. The damage over time tick is not helpful with the manhandler, but I argue that the defense drop is still helpful. Come on. Quit playing games and expose yourself. Like, the damage over time's helping. He's slowly ticking away, even as we're sitting here like this. And I mean, Dark Zelda over there, who I haven't even touched, is also taking damage, so... It's not ideal. I'd rather that he just let me finish him off at this point. You know what, though? If he's gonna be like that... Now I'm taking too much damage. He's just kind of ticking himself down at this point. Israel took him down, so I'm not even going to get the draw, but that's okay. I guess I'm learning not to use that on Manhandler. Also, we're a long way from that 800. I need to go. I think next time there's a boss, I gotta ignore it. But that's okay. So take over another group of reinforcements. Yeah, there's another manhandler. This one I'm not gonna bother trying to take down. We're just gonna fairy nuke and go for KOs. Which seemed to be doing the trick, because we got like 100 KOs that time. Okay, that was supposed to be like a quick, easy, breezy fight. And then it took like 10 minutes longer than I wanted to, but that's okay. We got the A rank. We got the arrow, which I don't know if we actually needed to unlock, but we got it anyway. We've got a bunch of options for next time. I think this has been a very productive video. I may just go through and do some level boosts. Ooh, there's a heart power harp. Let's keep that. Alrighty, so some progress made. We'll pick things up next time. But as always, until next time, this has been Red Silvers. Have yourself a great night.